Hi, today I'm going to talk you about the present perfect. It has two forms, the simple and progressive, but first I'm going to start describing you the present perfect simple. This one describes a link between the past and the present. The time is before now, but is not specified. And this one can be used to describe an action or a situation that started in the past and continues in the present, or a repeated action that happened in an unspecified period between the past and now, and an action that was completed in the recent past. It can be expressed by using the word just. The present perfect of any verb is composed of two elements: the correct form of the verb have, which can be have or has, and the main verb in past participle. In other words, to use this form, we have to write the subject plus have or has plus the verb in past participle. Now, let's take a look at the next examples. In the first example, we can see that we have the subject plus have not, and remember that the word not defines that this is a negative sentence. And then we have the verb in participle form, worked. As we can see, this form applies for the next examples. And now we can move on to the present perfect progressive. This one expresses an action that it recently stopped or is still going on. It puts emphasis on the duration of the action. This tense is formed using the construction have been or has been plus the verb in present participle, which is the base form of the verb plus ing. For example, I have been reading a book for a month now. In this sentence, using continuous verb means that reading is an activity that began sometime in the past but haven't finished yet, so it's still going on. Also, it's important to know that words like recently or lately are words that we might often find next to other verbs. And now let's see some examples. In the first example, we have I, which is the subject, plus have been, plus studying, which is the ing form of study. It's important to remember that for negative sentences, we insert the word not after have or has, and for question sentences, we exchange the subject and have or has been. The main difference we can find between these tenses is that the present perfect simple refers to something that it's already finished, but the present perfect continuous refers to something that is still happening at the moment. And the difference between these two are also their keywords. As we saw in present perfect continuous, some of the words that you might find in this kind of sentences are lately and recently. But in present perfect simple, the words that you might find are already, since, or for.